Tonight's stories. Overnight in the ER.
Nana's secret?
Can I have some money?
Baby trap.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Comfort Level Podcast. I'm Maddie, and I'm here with...
Brando.
Sam.
Josh.
Hey, so, yeah, we're back. Sorry, we just had a little...
That was weird. I felt like I got sucked into something. Oh.
Did we hit our lines, Josh?
I think that was pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I was practicing. I was telling you guys before, I was like, this is what all the Ottoman expect. And, you know, so I didn't mean to Ottoman-splain to you guys, but I was just kind of fangirling out. But thank you for letting me do that.
Ottoman-splain.
That's good. It works.
Just hit the like and subscribe. Just for that.
So, Josh, your birthday happened recently. Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Don't worry. Every year, everyone celebrates it, at least in America. Not so much this year, but, you know, it's 2025, so... but I am most grateful that you guys came.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us.
That was such a time.
Yeah, I'm glad. It was honestly pretty tame this year, but I'm glad no one got burned. So
You almost did.
Yeah, you scared us when you... The way that your eyes did light up when you lit all those fireworks, trying to maybe do something, that's what worried me. Because he's like, wait, before you guys go... And they just all like went everywhere, and I was like, yeah, I don't think we should be putting fireworks in Josh's hands.
yeah, it's really
just
the
a
one
little
time
risky.
of the year I get to like come out of my shell and really be myself.
With a knife. He comes out of his shell with a knife. I love you. Yeah.
I think still the funniest thing, it might go down as one of the funniest moments in my life, is when you were holding the parachute shooter.
Oh, God.
And then you like, don't aim it at the tree, and then it finally shoots and it goes the opposite. It's like, it's backwards, it's back here. Oh,
You gotta put that in the episode. You gotta clip that.
You should at least have something that shows that Brandon and Sam loving parachutes on the 4th.
Yeah, I got a ton of videos of that. And Sam, you actually won the parachute race. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Sam.
Thank you.
How do you two feel about, the competition that you guys had?
It was a fun little start.
They had these things for sale at the fireworks stand by my house called parachute candles. So I was like, oh, it's a Roman candle, it's a parachute, but in Roman candle form.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool, this will be, whatever. And honestly, the worst part about it was you could not look at where you were shooting, because the moment you did, just all of this ash would rain down on your face and your eyes, and you just go blind.
Well, thank goodness you didn't go blind.
I know. We probably would have had to stay overnight at the ER. Like this
first story.
Coming in hot.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Am I the asshole if I left my husband at the ER overnight?
No, the doctor said he needed to be kept.
Well, if he's passed out, what are you going to do?
Well, I guess that is a thing. Like, do you stay with family if they have to stay at the hospital? I guess it depends on the relationship.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like some people do because they don't want
I feel
them to
like,
wake up
some people would.
and not see anybody in there.
My mom did every time.
Moms will do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this thing's killing my back. I got to go to my bed.
I'm going to go get
If
some
it was
food.
my
I'll
wife,
be
I probably
back.
would stay. But anybody else, I'm leaving you in a second.
I know. That's
Without a
what.
second thought.
Not even. I'm like, peace.
Bye, sis.
Enjoy your stay.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole if I left my husband at the ER overnight? I, 29 female, and my husband, 31 male, were visiting his family in another state for a cousin's wedding. We've been married for 3 years, no kids yet. My husband likes to drink, and at the reception, he definitely overdid it, taking shots with his cousins and ignoring the fact that I asked him to slow down because we had to drive back to our Airbnb. Long story short, he ended up tripping over the curb outside the venue while we were waiting for our Uber, cut his forehead pretty badly. He was super drunk, belligerent, and cussing at the paramedics and refusing stitches. At the hospital, he kept yelling at nurses and trying to take off his IV, so security had to come in. They eventually sedated him so they could clean him up. At that point, it was already 2 a.m., and I was exhausted, embarrassed, and honestly mad. I asked the nurse if I could leave since they were admitting him overnight for observation, and she said yes. I called an Uber and went back to the Airbnb, showered, and went to bed. His mom and sister started blowing up my phone around 7 a.m., calling me heartless for leaving him alone, and saying I should have stayed in case something happened. He's fine now. He just has a bandage on his forehead and a big hangover, but everyone's treating me like the villain. Am I the asshole for leaving him there overnight instead of staying with him in the hospital?
I don't think you're the asshole. I think it's always hard. Some people judge people and other actions because they would do it, not necessarily like there's a right or wrong thing, but because I would do it, then I think it's wrong that you didn't do it. And I feel like this is that situation. It's not like she's a doctor. She couldn't do anything medically for him. He was sedated. He was asleep. I went home. I was going to see him again. We're married, so it's not. I think it's fine to go home and shower and go to bed.
Yeah.
And especially if you're not in like dire, like physical pain or like you're going to be fine at the end of it.
Yeah.
It's not like you were diagnosed with a terminal disease where I'm like, I got to stay with you. It's like you hurt your head, you stayed over, you're fine.
He honestly sounds like he's someone who shouldn't be drinking alcohol.
Oh, for sure.
With the way that he's acting and stuff. And she sounded frustrated about his behavior after she told him many times not to take that many shots. And then she waited until, they were at the hospital, and like you said, she did all she could do. He was literally sleeping, and she was frustrated, which is why I understand why she left, because in general, I think she said just in general, he likes to drink, but he overdoes it. So I'm like, that's just something that would be a conversation when he wakes up of, if you're going to be, what is he doing? Be super drunk.
I think I missed that in the story. So he does overdo it.
My husband likes to drink, and he sounds like he can be pretty mean. So super drunk, belligerent, cussing at the paramedics and refusing stitches. And then at the hospital, he was yelling at the nurses and trying to take off his IV, so security had to come in.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. I definitely feel like he's more in the wrong here, obviously, kind of just being rude to people who are helping him, but he's drunk. He's hit his head at this point. I don't know. I don't think OP's the asshole either, obviously, but how would you guys, what would you guys want, assuming that you're not some drunk asshole who's harassing the nurses and pulling out your IV? Would you want your significant other to like stay even if it was something that small?
I honestly think if he wasn't acting that way, they could have cleaned him up and they would have been able to leave the hospital. But because he was acting that way, they had to sedate him so that they could clean him up. So if he wasn't a drunk asshole, then they would have never been in that situation. The paramedics could have helped him there and, it would have been fine. But in that situation, if he had to stay at the hospital, I think I would want somebody to stay there with me. But I think, again, because of OP's behavior, I understand why she did it.
I guess to answer, like, are you said not putting yourself in the shoes, or
no? If you were the husband and you hit your head, I guess to Maddie's point, he kind of does seem like the source of all the problems for the night. But if it was just something minor like that, would you guys?
Yeah, if it was something minor, yeah, I don't see a point in anyone staying. But
also, they're out of town for them, right? This is not.
Yeah,
they're in Airbnb, so.
Yeah, and it seems like it's like a overnight type thing. Well, yeah, it was an overnight stay, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, just get me tomorrow morning. I don't want to have to Uber home.
Yeah, because I see there is a good side of your partner wanting to stay with you. That is a sweet thing. So it would be nice for me. But I think if there was anything, because I think a part of the reason why she left was she was frustrated with him for how he acted. So it's probably not good for me. And I were like, I just want to get away from you, honestly. I know you're fine. I want to get away with you or get away from you. Because to your point, even if he did have to stay overnight, but he wasn't acting crazy, she probably would have wanted to stayed with him if he was like acting like a normal human being. And she's like, oh, because he's hurt his head. She was like, she'll probably want to like be around him, but he's literally been acting like a buffoon to everybody. I'm embarrassed. I want to get out of here, man. I don't want to be near you. And so I think it's good. It's good if you want to. I think it's nice for the partner to want to stay, but you also realize, did I create an environment for you to stay with me, or was I a jerk the whole time?
Yeah, because that's a discussion where I hope they can have tomorrow, and he can potentially see where she's coming from or why she was so frustrated. If that was, because I think that was one of the big reasons why she left.
Yeah.
And I understand where mother-in-law and sister-in-law are coming from, but also it's like, you guys don't live with him every day. You're not the one taking care of him anymore. Like, we take care of each other. And he was being crazy last night. He didn't need anybody to stay here. He was literally passed out. He was drugged. They had to give him something to go to sleep.
Yeah,
I was going to come get him in the morning.
I really hope that OP and mother-in-law and sister can get on the same page, because to your point, I could see how they could see, oh, you left him during a state where he was the most vulnerable because he's not mentally able to process stuff the right way. So I just really hope that they can see from OP's side of, while that is true, he's being stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So top comment, people can drink too much without turning into assholes. If he can't, he should forego indulging in the future. You're helping him figure out what he should have realized himself by now, not the asshole. And then she responds, I'm hoping this is a wake-up call for him too. Thanks. And then somebody else said, considering he called his family to complain about you leaving the hospital, I don't think it will be.
Yeah. The second thing, just a little bit on the Hudson side, the reason he was drinking so much is because he just heard about Nana's secret. Like this next story.
Earlier, Josh really wanted to transition Nana's secret. And Sam also was like, I'm going to transition Nana's secret.
It's going to be the first thing I
You know what's funny? I was actually trying to transition in another one. But I was like, no, I kind of did want to make a point with what I was going to say.
And I saw you looking at it. I'm like, I got to get Nana's secret as soon as possible.
Okay.
You're a villain.
Am I the asshole for now keeping secrets from my grandma because she ruined the gender reveal?
That's not where I thought this prompt was going to go.
And I'm tired. I think gender reveals cause 50% of the stories on Reddit are gender reveal stories.
And wedding drama.
Stop doing gender reveals. They cause strife in families.
I think it's grandma's fault, though.
Yeah.
From what this sounds like, it's grandma's fault. It's not. Maybe grandma fixed herself, or else she wouldn't have to write a story
But
on
grandma
Reddit.
wouldn't have messed up if there wasn't a gender reveal party to even mess up.
Am I the asshole for now keeping secrets from my grandma because she ruined the gender reveal? My husband and I are almost 30 and about to have our first baby in December. This after multiple miscarriages and adoptions falling through. I've been telling my close family all the details from the beginning in case I lose this baby as well. I wanted to wait to announce to the world, but my grandmother kept pestering me about just letting her tell everyone since she's so excited. It made her visibly distraught when I told her I wanted to announce the baby to the world on my own terms. When I finally announced to our church, she was upset I hadn't allowed her to do it earlier because I'm already getting big enough to notice. Now we found out the gender last week. I told her this morning I wanted to wait to announce to the world. I didn't want a gender reveal party, but I still wanted to be able to tell everyone on my own terms. She didn't care for my answer and told everyone in our church. We have a very small town/community. The gender this morning when I wasn't around. Church members began walking up to me saying, "Congratulations on baby's gender." My sister saw I was obviously distraught and told my grandma to stop telling people, which upset her more. Now I feel like I can no longer share information about my baby without her getting behind my back and telling everyone every little detail. My father says I'm overreacting because this baby is all she has. She already has 3 other great-grandchildren she wants nothing to do with.
Dang.
Am I the asshole for not wanting her involved in my progress anymore? I just want information released when I'm comfortable to.
So it's just the information. It's not even like you're not going to be in the kids'
So there's no
life.
part you don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
She's just doing it for the love of the game.
She's like, I'll tell you when I'm ready to tell you the gender. I'll tell everybody a little slowly.
She wouldn't even tell us.
Yeah.
She's
She didn't tell us.
Congratulations on the baby's gender. I'm like, I'm clocking. You won't even tell us.
Yeah.
The town knows. Tell us.
Tell
Reddit.
us. Tell Reddit.
Tell Reddit. What's the baby's gender?
We're anonymous strangers. We
Yeah.
don't.
We're just gonna blast it.
I'll find the grandma.
We're gonna do way
I'll
worse
find
than what
Nana.
Grandma could do if you were to tell us the gender.
Yeah, I think you should be able to disclose information about your baby whenever you feel like it. I do, like, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice. I wouldn't have told the gender to the Nana because she already messed up on the baby part. Mm-hmm. So I probably would have been like, cool, like, okay, you can't be trusted.
Yeah.
You find out the very end.
Well, it sounded like she was going that way, and then just started drama in the family, and they're like, "Well, you're being mean to Nana."
Oh, I thought that was after she revealed the gender.
Oh, it felt like she had done this before, and this feels like a pattern to me. Especially that last line, kind of just thrown away at the end. She has 3 other grandchildren.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing to do with her. Sounds like Nana makes drama in the family.
Well, the other thing that's weird too is like, so I was looking back and reading, and so it sounds like Nana did wait for her to tell people she was pregnant. But I wonder if Nana was trying to get back at her because she was like, Nana wanted to tell originally about the pregnancy because she's like, you're getting too big, people can tell. Let me just tell everybody.
Oh, I thought she did, so she didn't.
Nana didn't.
Okay.
And then when she announced it, she was upset that she didn't let Nana do it.
Oh.
But then once she told her about the gender, Nana goes,
That's her
yap, yap,
revenge.
yapping.
Yeah, okay. That's, oh, yeah, you can
Brother
do anything
Bill.
about that.
That does sound like spiteful behavior.
That's what I'm thinking. So I'm like,
Definitely spiteful.
and I am a little frustrated that OP's dad was just like, it's fine. Like, let her deal with it, And I'm like,
That's his mom, right?
that's
gotta
his
be
mom. And it's like, what are you smirking for?
I think we gotta act this one out.
Okay.
No.
But yeah, the fact that OP's dad is just like, very much keep the peace, just let her do what she wants. Is like, no, let me do what I want. I'm growing this little baby inside me, not grandma. So grandma doesn't need to be telling people's business.
Yeah. But we see that in stories like this all the time. The loud, problematic people can get away with stuff because people just don't want to.
They enable it.
Yeah, they enable it. They don't want to put the energy in saying something. And it's like it's easier to not say anything.
Yeah, they probably just think, oh, if I don't, if you don't upset the loud people, then they won't be loud.
Right. No, they'll be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, top comment. You're not the asshole. And then they quote, my father says I'm overreacting because this baby is all she has. And they say being old is no excuse for stealing someone else's big moments, especially ones that are so sensitive.
Yeah.
So is Pastor Madi in this act out, or
Pastor
do I need to be
Madi's
playing a more
always trying to
pivotal role?
I think, yeah.
Pastor Maddie's there?
Pastor Madi's the father,
Gosh.
not of the baby, but his mother is the one that's
Yeah.
okay. Nana, OP, I'm your dad,
And he's a
and that's your
deacon.
grandma,
Yeah.
and he's the deacon. Yeah, and we run the church. All right.
Okay.
I'm a deacon usher.
Hey. Thank you for watching our YouTube service live, and now it's time for the giving. Now it's time for the giving. In that same hand that you give, you will also receive a basket. In that basket you shall be giving more, and it shall not be gum.
Amen.
And it shall not be
Amen.
gum, Nana, with those no gum looking as
Put the
gum, Nana.
In the middle of the pulpit?
The money.
What
I
is
need
up
the
with the
cheers,
congregation?
Nana.
Can they stop clapping?
No,
Who are they clapping
Nana,
for?
I need to receive the gift
The money,
to
right
the
here.
church.
I said the
The money,
The money,
Grandma.
The money?
Not the gold tooth.
Joe.
Give her that
Nana,
gold tooth
Nana,
back.
Nana, get your
Gums in
purse.
there. Give me
Get
the
your
money.
purse.
Deacon, give her the gold tooth back.
Get your purse.
We
I'm
don't-
home.
I got these Werthers.
She said that's her. That's her
got
first.
the
No, I want the
Almost.
I want the strawberry candies in there.
I can't give
I
you.
know-
I can't give you my.
I know you got
strawberries.
one. You
Onto
can
the
give
Lord.
up.
I got 10
Unto the
in here, but I
Lord.
can't-
Onto the Lord.
Unto
Come
the
on.
Lord, Nana.
Okay,
He'll
unto
bless
the
you
Lord.
tenfold. Yeah.
Unto the Lord.
Yeah.
Blessings be
You
upon
got one
you.
too? Yeah, go ahead and put it in.
You know,
Yeah, pass.
gosh.
The small
Can I get
town.
one of my
It's a
strawberries
small
back?
town. Here.
Now everybody say it with me. It's the money dance. It's the money dance.
What the-
I'm about to give it to
Pastor?
the Lord. Give it
That's
to
the
the
blessing.
Lord. It's the money
Okay.
dance. It's the money dance. About to
I
give it
feel
to
the
the
blessing,
Lord.
Pastor.
Give
I
now.
feel the blessing in the
Give
strawberry.
give
the money
now.
dance. It's
We know
the
you got
money
that new
dance.
job in the
Give.
big
We about to
city.
give it to the
Thank you
Lord.
so
Give it
much.
to the Lord.
Yeah.
It's the money
Give,
dance. It's the money
give
dance.
now. Wow.
Give
Give,
it to the Lord. Give it to
give
the
now.
Lord. Money dance. It's the money dance.
Blessings.
Got to give it to the Lord. Give it to
Blessings
the
I love
Lord.
this church is so
Even
hip
though
now, honey.
half of them are broke.
Blessings.
Because he should. Give
Honey,
me.
it's so hip.
Yes, it is. Nana.
Amen.
Yes, it is.
Amen, church.
Amen.
So we have our final segment. We did our teaching, which was really good. And the biggest part of church, of course, was the giving. Thank you for the giving.
Yeah.
Is there any announcements that anybody wants to come up and make?
I have something to say.
Okay, Nana.
Nana, what are you? What are
What?
you doing? What are you?
I just got a testimony that I need to get off my chest.
Hey!
Well, hold on.
Damn.
You're not going to go up and talk
Praise
about my news, are you?
Your news. I'm
yes.
gonna talk about God's
We ain't got
news.
all day now.
Yeah, let me get up there.
All
You're
right, Nana.
fine.
All
You're
right,
fine.
Nana.
So, hey, congregation.
Hey,
All right, now.
Nana.
I just got something to say. I got good news to say for
that some
me
good
and my family.
Okay,
All of us together, we're welcoming a brand new, beautiful baby girl in the family.
Nana!
Praise
Oh,
Him.
Jesus of
Praise-
Nazareth,
And
Nana.
yeah, her. She's having a baby girl.
Oh my God, Opie, you're having a
A
baby.
baby
Yeah.
girl.
Come on,
Well, we knew you were
stage.
having a baby.
Okay.
Yeah, come on.
stage.
Let's usher her up. Ushers, usher
Okay,
her
you see how
up.
big she is. You can tell she's pregnant, right?
Nana,
No,
Nana.
I'm not that big.
Why'd you say that?
Because she's huge. Look at her. She can barely. She's
Dang.
wilding up here.
Deacon.
Deacon. I can say that's my fam. That's my kin. I don't know
Deacon.
who you.
Deacon. Now that you said that, give that gold tooth back.
It was
Deacon.
Give me my gold
that
tooth.
was her first fruits.
No, give me my gold
No,
tooth
she
back.
wanted tenfold.
Okay,
for
well
that.
then why is it in your pocket if it's for the house of God?
It never made it into the basket.
I was gonna put it in records because it's like, how do you? Hey,
Wait, are you related to Pastor Madi? Because you seem corrupt. Yeah, thank you.
it's for the Lord.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Now we can see the
Get
full.
that gold tooth.
Okay, come on up, OP.
I don't know if
Oh wait,
I
one
don't know if
moment,
I
OP.
should.
One moment. We gotta.
Oh,
Grandma's gonna change the cameras.
There you go, Nana.
Nana's running around the room, everybody.
Let him use you. Let him use you.
God is good.
God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. There she goes.
Can't she do it?
I just felt like I had to get up and dance. I felt like I had to get up and dance. I'm so happy for
Baby girl,
my
baby
granddaughter,
girl.
my beautiful granddaughter is coming into this world. I'm glad I got to say it to y'all
Yeah.
because it was something on my heart that I had to share.
Well, that's cool. OP must have let you do that, right?
OP was perfectly fine with it.
That's cool.
No.
Oh,
I've got something to say to the congregation. My Nana.
Wait, Pastor, can you end this? I think we're good.
Well,
I think
hold
we
on
can
now.
end.
I
Hold
gotta
on
say
now.
It's
this.
not just your blessing, you know. You gotta
Oh,
let
that's
other
true.
don't
people's
block the
testimony
blessing for
speak
somebody
through.
But
else.
some
I gotta
blessings can be
say-
quieter than others. Mine's
Maybe
loud.
we block his blessing in this
some
moment
blessings
so we
don't
can hear her
belong
say,
in the- okay.
block his mic. Thank you.
I just wanted to say
I am a
that-
woman, Pastor, so
that-
I don't like that.
Some blessings don't stand their
Sorry, I
teeth.
didn't mean to
That
block.
really offended me, Pastor. I'm definitely a woman.
Sorry, it's the way that I'm not gonna say anything.
Some blessings need to come out the mouth too. You know what I mean? Like that.
Cancel
right there.
Pastor Madi. You're bad.
And I'm gonna call you woman from now on.
I appreciate that.
Sorry.
Yeah,
OP.
yeah,
I think this is something
Center stage in
I
front
think
of
it's something
everybody.
that we just need to work out with the family.
No, I think you need to tell it in front of everybody.
You guys can huddle together. We'll just put a mic right underneath the circle so we
Yep,
can
that's
hear
our mic
it.
right
Let 'em-
there.
So
let 'em
go
use
ahead
you.
and get close. We'll take a step back, but keep that mic.
Sound.
Where's the
Speaker
sound?
up.
Speaker up. Heaven's got to hear the conversation. Am I right?
You're right, Pastor.
All right, huddle together. We'll give you guys your space.
Hello, family of the church.
Hey,
I know, God is great, but even God has his secrets, and that was kind of something that I was hoping to keep from everyone, until the baby arrived and
God don't
blessed
like
us
secrets.
with his presence.
God don't like them.
Nana, you don't. What about all those secret gold teeth you got, huh?
I actually have none. He stole the one I had.
What about the? I know. Look, I'm not trying to be like you, but they don't know about your other set of gold teeth that you got in the car. All right.
Honey, shut up.
It's gotta be
shut
said. I understand why you took our secrets and you're sharing it with anyone, and I can't share your secrets with everyone.
I don't have gold teeth in the car. She fibbing because she always been a fibber. She always been a fibber, and I've been saying that since she was a little girl.
She has more in the car.
You got more in the car.
If you don't think the good Lord has enough praise from Nana, here's a spare set of keys.
Why do you don't?
Here you go. Are you hiding your bounty from the Lord?
No, because
What a man! Rob God.
I'm not.
Are you
hiding it.
giving your 10% on everything you got?
What a
That's
man.
what this gold tooth was. It counts for that tooth.
Rob God.
For them teeth.
I'm gonna go investigate this little car situation.
All right.
Y'all handle this.
And I feel like I need to call the police because there's something criminal about you. You've been stealing since we got into this church.
You know
Nana,
what's
you're
criminal, Nana? I don't think she gave you permission to give the gender up. Speaking of gender, which I care about, everybody in the
We
congregation.
all heard it.
Yes, he does.
Hey, we all heard it.
I
It's
thought you
interesting
were.
that you're saying I'm over here robbing when you're the accountant for the church.
Yeah, that's how I know you've been smuggling and juggling things right out of the tithing basket.
But you're the one that see all the money last.
Don't do this to me.
And because I am the deacon, I have been getting the bills, and we've been late on our
We've been late on
electricity
the bills
bill.
because you keep putting stuff in your pocket. It's never making it to the church.
That don't happen.
That don't happen, y'all.
Wait.
That don't
Empty
happen.
your pockets, deacon.
All they got is this gold tooth that you gave and then try to take back.
Well, Deacon, why is that in your pocket again? I thought we were
Open
gonna
your
put
other
that in.
pocket, deacon.
We don't have to worry about that.
Deacon, let's see what's in the other pocket.
Do it before Grandma pounces on you.
Okay. Well, it's a little paper that you sent me telling me
Oh my God.
about the gender reveal the day of. You sent me a letter.
So you already knew about it?
I did.
I forgot about. I just was so
Nana.
excited. I'm sorry. I was excited. I did send him that.
You want me to read it? 'Cause
No,
we're here now.
you already kind of told us what the gist of it is.
Deacon,
I don't
could you
think
please read it? I need to
I don't
know.
think you need to read
I
it.
need to know what Nana's
Hello,
written.
Deacon Thomas. I'm writing you here on Saturday, 1998.
1998. Wait, what year are we?
Oh wait,
He
no,
just
that's
said
my bad. That's my
1998.
bad. No, that's a
Are we in the past? That kind
April.
of changes my whole perspective on.
Oh,
what we-
April?
Oh, April.
yeah.
That's it. No year.
I don't know where the 9
Went
came
from
from.
4 digits to 1. That's crazy.
So, what year is it now? Because Nana's confused.
It's April 2025. You
Okay,
just wrote
okay.
April and it looked like 1998.
Okay, I
to
got
me.
you. That's weird.
It was bad.
Okay,
Work on your handwriting.
I'll try.
I'm writing this letter to let you know that as of today, I was just revealed. I mean, don't look at it.
Actually, what? Nana!
What's in your back pocket?
Nana!
You're trying to distract us with this letter. What's in your back pocket?
Nana, I told you not to bring the Glock.
I'm tired of this deacon. He's trying to distract you from all the money he's been stealing.
Where's our security?
What a
And
man.
did you not go through the metal detector, Grandma?
Of course I would. I just slid it right on past the toe.
Oh, man.
I just slid it on right past. I didn't do nothing.
Well, the metal detector went off, and they thought it was the gold teeth going off.
I did trick it with the gold teeth.
What's in my back pocket?
Yeah,
You want to know what's in my back
empty out
pocket?
your back pockets. Dang, Deacon, you thick.
Can you read that side too,
Yeah, 'cause that-
please, D?
Oh
my God.
How you hide him in that thickness? You pulled that right out the cheeks.
Are y'all like fighting or y'all loving right now?
I was
I've
waiting for
never
this
been
day.
more turned on than I have in my
I've
life
been waiting
right
for
now.
this day.
Me too.
Y'all don't trust each other.
Yeah.
Are
So
we
what we
gonna
doing?
kiss, or-
We walking out here alone, or we gonna shoot each other? Me and you?
Because I'm trying to make another baby.
It's a little late for that.
And even if I can't have a baby, let's at least try.
That's nasty, man.
Let's at least try.
Deacon, here are those pills you were asking me about.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna need that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need that.
Hey,
There
hey,
it goes.
hey.
So, you know what's funny, OP, is he never took out anything from his back pocket. It was like a distraction the whole time. And then they walked away together.
That from misgendering me. Oh, stupid.
Why'd you shoot me in my
That
boob?
together, man.
Maddie's genuinely mad. You shot me in the boob.
What's wrong with that? Dude, what's up with that?
Why is Pastor Maddie
Thank you.
nervous? When was she last on the show?
She was on the live.
The live blast,
Oh,
probably.
that's right.
Which is a dangerous
Yeah.
time to have Pastor
No,
Maddie on.
That was crazy that Pastor Maddie was there. I think she should be hidden away at all costs.
Would I be the asshole if I call off the wedding because of my fiance's family tradition?
Because of my fiance's family tradition.
You're calling
You
off
called
the-
off the wedding?
Yeah, would I be the asshole if I call off the wedding?
Ooh.
So
I think it's better to do it now.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Family tradition, you don't rock
I don't know
with?
what the tradition, unless like we sacrifice a person.
Well, you actually pull a card, and if you play hide and seek, then yeah, we're gonna
Isn't
kill
that a
you.
movie plot?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, I'm tripping. I know this has to be from somewhere.
But if you pull any other card and you play any other game, well, you're in the family.
Yeah.
Would I be the asshole if I call off the wedding because of my fiance's family tradition? My fiance proposed to me in February. We're planning on getting married next year. The thing is, he recently told me about a tradition he has in his family. It turns out that in his family, only the bride and all the men from her side and her husband's side can be present at the wedding. Then, 2 weeks after the wedding, the women throw a separate, smaller party for themselves where the husband is the only man. My fiance and his family say it started when his great-great-grandmother was the only female in her family, so the women on her husband's side decided to have 2 separate parties so she wouldn't feel uncomfortable. No, I don't get that either.
I don't either.
I asked his brothers' wives, and they confirmed that they had such weddings. I also saw photos, just all men and the bride. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more it annoys me. For many reasons. 1, I can't imagine getting married without my mother and sister and all of my friends. 2, I really hate that he never told me before. We've been together for 3 years, and we immediately took this relationship very seriously. I got to know his family, and it seemed to me that we were so close. My fiance, however, thinks I'm overreacting. He thinks it's just a family tradition, and I shouldn't worry about it, and it's weird to get rid of an entire relationship just because of something like this. He also doesn't even want to talk about a normal wedding. Edit, yes, it's 100% a family tradition. He's from Poland, and I'm from Germany.
I need some clarification on this. So every marriage within the family has 2 ceremonies, one with only the bride and all of the men, and then a second one with only the women and the husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks later. Ever since his great-great-grandmother. So, like, what is that, like 4 or 5 generations
Yeah.
back?
I know there's some cultures that like weddings are a much bigger, longer celebration, and those sound really fun. This sounds like just
But it doesn't seem like a
tedious.
cultural thing. It seems like it happened in this family. That
Specifically a
the grandmother
family.
or great-great-grandmother was the only woman.
but why?
Yeah. She was the only woman on her side, so her groom... The
thought
women
of
in the groom's life were like, yeah, we'll throw a separate tradition. We'll do another wedding, so
And
you can
everybody
be the
was
only
like,
one.
cool. That's a good idea.
Everyone's like, cool, that's cool for your wedding,
Yeah.
but 5
That's
generations
cute,
down the
yeah.
line, 4 generations down the line,
We're
why
still
do we have to
doing
do
this?
that? Because we have a ton of women in our family that would love to be there for the actual ceremony. And now we're just going to throw a party 2 weeks later and be like, you made it! Like, it was a really fun night, but you couldn't come.
It's not fun. I don't want to go to a wedding with no women.
Yeah.
That does not seem fun at all. Just a bunch of guys milling in the back, trying to do the Cupid shuffle in the most sad and depressing way.
Just jumping on each other, jumping on each other's backs.
Bro.
They're
It's
Polish,
not
Sam.
fun.
They're Polish, Sam. They do the chicken dance.
No, I agree. I think also OP's fiance's nonchalant attitude about it.
Yeah.
I could understand if his attitude's that way, if he's like, hey, just bringing up an idea. This is what my family does. Are you interested in doing it? Oh, you're not? That's whatever. I'm very nonchalant about it because we're making both the decisions together.
Right.
And this isn't a ultimatum for you to have to marry me.
Yeah.
You have to do this one thing for us to get married.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really considering her for him to be like, I don't get why you're upset. Like, it's fine. It's like, no, it's not, because you have everybody, almost everybody you could want there. I want everybody there for the one ceremony. Like,
Right.
So.
Yeah. So were they about to do the marriage? Like they're about to do the wedding?
Yeah, how
this
close are they?
Are they
Fiance proposed in February.
Okay.
They're planning on getting married next year. They've been together for 3 years.
So they were
3 years and not know that this is what the family does?
Yeah, he didn't tell her until after they were
But
engaged.
how would that come up?
Yeah,
it would only come up at a wedding.
Because you talked to you said that he has sisters, right? You wouldn't get a little close to the sisters and the mom. None of the women in the family.
I feel like it would come up in conversation.
I think it would come. Well, I think the family would be like, this is a thing we do, because everyone else went through with it. They're like, I think it's like a thing we do. I think it's weird, but they might not think it's weird.
I do, but I do think like Brandon and I have even talked about like wedding stuff before, even though we're like nowhere near ready for that, where we like blah, 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 like little moments where it's like, even at the wedding conversation, oh, by the way, my family does this thing.
All the men are just at the wedding, and then all the women come 2 weeks later at a party.
And then she'd be like, so my mom can't come? No, your mom can't come.
At the party 2 weeks later, she can.
She can come to the
Yeah.
party 2 weeks later.
that y'all plan.
Yeah.
But not the first one. That's just
Yeah.
us. That's just you.
I honestly think it probably could have come up in conversation
I
earlier.
definitely, especially if he's a normal human being and knows that this is different from everybody else in the
Yeah.
world.
Because there's no way, like, I think about even, traditions during holidays. Like, Maddie knows our tradition is on Christmas, we stay up till 12 and we open up our first gift. Something as easy as a tradition she already knows
Yeah.
about. And so like after, it's like, it's not a big shock. And now she's starting to do it.
She pissed. She'd break up with you. She was like, you stay up till midnight? We're done.
I think regardless, even if it was just a family tradition, they do have to be aware, unless no one has friends outside of the family, that it is unique to the family.
Right.
And
yeah.
it's got to get brought up at some point.
I don't know. Yeah. I feel like it's purposely that he didn't include it.
At first I was like, yeah, it could be easy for them not to bring it up.
Yeah.
But now that I'm thinking about it, even just talking about, what type of wedding would you want is a good conversation to have just in general. Like in the dating sphere, at least, like Maddie said earlier, like, even though we're not close to that yet, at least talking about it just to know, get a general sense of,
I feel like it's so easy to be like, yeah, so-and-so's getting married. And you're like, yeah, we're going to their wedding. Oh my gosh, how was their wedding? You compare it to like, I like this and I like this, but I don't know if I would personally want this for.
Right.
It's just, it comes up so easily, I feel like, where it's like, okay,
It was
but
weird. There's only, now that I think about it, there's only guys there. Do you guys have no women in your family?
No, we do. It's like a long thing,
so
but
none of them came?
yeah, well, they come. Well, we do a tradition in my family where 2 weeks later the women
You
do a
what?
party. Yeah,
It's over.
Do you have a pastor? Do you like bring a specific pastor? Is there a family pastor that you bring in?
Not a family pastor, but a pastor that's name is Madi. Yeah, we do bring her in.
Well renowned.
I've heard about this one.
I've
Yeah.
heard about it.
I've
I've
heard
heard
about
about
this.
them.
High fee.
High fee.
How high? How many gold teeth is
How
that?
high can you go? That's what they want to know.
No, it sounds like something Pastor Matty would make. Like, I have to do 2 ceremonies. You have to pay me equal for both, and one guy's got to be at the one the girl's got to be at. You're like, can we just do one? Like Pastor Matty's like, I have
I
to
don't
do
care
2.
if you do one.
Yeah.
You're not hearing what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm charging you for both.
So
We
you might
can
as
do
well
2
Yeah.
because you're getting charged for both events.
I am charging you for both, regardless.
We can do one if you want, but I'm charging you for both. So when you look at the bill and it's itemized, you understand why it is what it is.
Yeah.
So Pastor Matty, why do you have to like separate them? And can you just not have 2 and just have like twice the amount of celebrations?
No.
Okay.
Of course, Pastor Matty. No.
But no, why would we do that?
I do seriously want to know though if this is like a regional, because you said the family their heritage is Polish, right? Because
Yeah.
is there some specific region in Poland that this comes from?
Yeah. I'm curious too.
I think because of the edit and the way they specifically say family tradition, I really do wonder if it's
It seems like it-
specifically
yeah.
this family. But top comment, what other family traditions is he going to spring on you? Not the asshole. And somebody else said, yes.
Good point.
I would be finding out if there are any traditions about children too, like the firstborn daughter is always named Hildagger and the son is always named Socrates.
Come on. I'm curious from you guys, if you knew for sure this was the only weird tradition, everything else was fine, but this was it, would you end it with the person?
I would take it back a step and really talk about it.
2 steps now, y'all. No, I'm just kidding. Reverse. Anyway, Brendan,
That's only on the women's ceremony.
that's where the fun's
Only the
at.
women
Yep.
get to do the Cupid shuffle.
They're doing the Macarena.
We gonna have a time.
We're going to have a time.
Dang. I don't remember what I was saying.
Would you, if that was the only tradition, would you go through with it or would you?
I remember saying I'd take a step back. But
You-
yeah. Just take a step back and try to figure that out. Just if that is it, for sure. But also talking about the whole fact that you're not even acknowledging that this is a strange thing, and not even thinking that I would have any pushback to that would be very interesting to figure
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because originally I was going to say to your question, if this is genuinely the only weird thing, then I think depending on like talking with my parents and like family and stuff, my mom, I would potentially consider it if like our relationship was really good and I could see this person being with this person for the rest of my life. But I think Brandon brings up a good point of the fact that OP's fiance is really unwilling to even hear what she has to say.
Yeah.
That brings up a red flag in and of itself. Or even if this is the only thing, it's like you don't understand. So that creates like an idea in my mind that if you have an idea and you're like super headstrong on it, you're not willing to hear what I have to say.
Yeah.
My opinion doesn't matter, and we're just going to go with what you want to do.
Right.
And depending on how you want your relationship to go, that might not work for you. And I think that's a good point because I'm like, my opinion not even being heard or having any weight in the situation,
Right.
that would be an issue for me.
Well, even just to kind of continue that point, from the perspective of like gender norms, like as a man, I would be fine with it because, you know, it would be nothing really of concern to me. To me, it wouldn't be a red flag. But if I was the bride in the situation, and kind of to the commenter's point too, what other traditions don't you know? What other gender roles does the family not like try to impose? Like, is it a more controlling? Is it a surface level symptom for a more controlling family?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if any other women push back against this.
Good question.
Probably, but they probably had to fold into the mold to be a part of the family.
Because I want to talk with them, like the ones who are like, this is weird, right? And the family's like, no. And they're like, okay, I guess I'll do it.
Well, they probably
How
would
they
have
feel
mentioned.
doing it.
They probably would have brought it up to the newest fiance if anyone had a problem with it.
Well, not if it's like a Stepford wife situation where they're folded into the cult and they're like, I'm never going to say anything.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for embarrassing my husband for saying I baby trapped him?
You said it?
Husband said it to her.
Oh.
Oh.
It was like, I would have probably picked someone else if I was going to trap anybody. Trust me, I would have picked someone else other than you.
Who trapped who?
Yeah. I feel like I'm trapped. Let me out of this.
Let's
It
divorce.
sucks.
That's why you don't meet your. That's why you meet him at the wedding.
I could not take that, Maddie.
What?
If I'm married to someone and they, in a joking tone, let's divorce. I would.
90, but
That
it's
would-
married at first sight.
Yeah.
You just did the ceremony.
We should get divorced, huh? Just riffing. I probably should end this relationship, huh?
I'm just riffing. Unless.
Just
Just
kidding. Just kidding. I love you, but
seriously,
also could
let me
it
see
be
your eyes
over?
really quick. Okay. No, it's fine. Let's do this.
That would break my heart. That would tear me down. Don't
At least for the
riff.
next 5 months. Let's do this. Am I the asshole for embarrassing my husband for saying I baby trapped him? To put it bluntly, me and my husband had a surprise baby while we were young. I was on a long-term birth control at the time, implant in the arm, and I had to have it removed after we found out I was pregnant. Last week, we were out for dinner with friends, and he was making jokes and slipped in about how he thinks I baby trapped him. No reason for it. Nothing to back up this crazy accusation. Never mentioned it before, but I guess drunk words are sober thoughts. Our friends obviously looked a bit shocked and uncomfortable, especially when they saw my face. I asked my husband what the heck he was on about, and he says that it was weird that we've been sleeping together for 4 years and then I randomly get pregnant.
Oh, so it is real.
I responded by asking him a flurry of questions like, oh, did I baby trap you for your money? Him and his family were broke, mine as well off. And did I baby trap you for your house? We lived in one of my parents' properties at the time. Well, did I baby trap you for your cars? He didn't have a license at the time. He didn't respond, and then our friends changed the subject. He's been giving me basically the silent treatment ever since. Only one word answers and only when I speak to him. By the way, since having our first, we've been married for 3 years, bought a house with my deposit, and had 2 more children. This completely caught me by surprise, but he really seems quite upset about this. I know it was cruel to embarrass him, but a common phrase in my area is don't dish it out if you can't take it. Am I the asshole?
I agree the whole dish it out. You can't take it. Mm-hmm. Especially since he was being real too. Because what I was thinking at first was it was a bad joke that he was making. But then him doubling down is like, well, we were together for 4 years and it's weird. I'm like, oh, so you really, that's crazy that you're actually doing this in front of your friends.
Yeah.
Because I would make that joke to my wife in private. I'm like, dang, you trapped me, huh? Mm-hmm. But saying that in front of your friends is weird. And definitely everyone's like, what? Why would you say that?
And this wasn't even their first, right?
No, this was their
this
was
was
their
their
first.
Yeah, so he's saying that she trapped him on the first, and then they got married, and then they had 2 more kids. I'm like, bro, you have 3 kids. Like, it seems like you're in this. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Because he embarrassed her,
Yeah.
so she just retaliated and like.
Also, she
gonna
didn't do it
embarrass
in
you.
front of everyone, right? She just
she did
No,
do
she
it.
did do it
She
in
did
front
do
of
it
everyone.
back
She
in
did
front
do
of
that.
everyone.
I think I missed that. I thought this was a conversation after he had sobered up.
No, it was then. She
When he asked
him a bunch of
asked
questions.
that, yeah, she
So,
asked him
hey.
that back.
Hey, go off, Queen.
Because the other thing is, if you're going to embarrass in public, you better be dang sure ready to apologize in public. He wasn't going to do that, so
No, he just got
Yeah,
quiet.
there's no way he's gonna do it.
yeah.
It sucks because it sounds like OP was really it maybe is, but was really happy. They were married, they were settled down, they have a house together, they have kids, and just for your husband to like randomly like spur this thought, and then like you're saying, Sam, where he says something else where you're like, oh, you've been thinking about this for a while. And it just kind of changes the dynamic where it's like something like this, if it's not like talked about and worked through, like I feel like this could be the beginning of the end,
Oh, yeah.
potentially. Because
It
that's
completely
such an
changes
insult.
your mind how you saw the relationship. You're like, I just
it
thought it
all
was
a
like
sham?
it was just an accident, and I thought we were in love. It was fine.
You're like, excuse me?
But you saw it this way?
you're accusing me of potentially trying to keep you in a relationship for this when this is just like, because she was on birth control at the time. She had to get it taken out once she realized she had the baby. You know, she was pregnant at the time. So, yeah, that's so insulting.
But thank God she just limited to the money, because I thought she was gonna like, yo, ugly ass, you think I tried to?
She didn't say anything about appearances.
Yeah, she didn't say anything appearance or like how good he was in bed or something. Because I'm like, that would have devastated. She's like, you think I wanted to trap that? She laughs.
That crush.
Yeah, that would. I'm like, you can leave it with some money. And you're like, okay, yeah, I was broke. That's true.
You know, she had it ready though. It was there. It was available to her, but
because she was there.
I feel like a money thing and insult if he started it could be fixed. But yeah, I don't know if insulting his like.
Yeah, that would go far.
That I think that would really mess a guy up.
Yeah, it would.
Somebody who you're like, that's your life partner. You're like, she said, what about?
Yeah. If you want to keep the relationship going, don't go that. I think you could definitely recover from this.
Okay, so edit. We're 25. We've been together for 10 years and married for 3. We had our first when we were 19. Our relationship has been happy and healthy. I absolutely adore our family of 5 plus 2 fur babies, and we have supported each other through major life events over the past decade. The friends we were with are relatively new ones and obviously not going to know about our first child's surprise conception. I am 100% sure my husband doesn't genuinely think I baby trapped him. I think he was just making a very poor joke where I was the punchline and I opened my mouth before I had time to think. I have apologized for embarrassing him with my response, and he of course apologized for his inappropriate joke and has clarified to our friends. Thank you for your opinions, tips, and advice. It helped give me some clarity and outside insight before having a proper discussion with him about the incident. And then top comment, not the asshole. Maybe the correct response should have been, however, and they say in quotes, pretty sure he tampered with my birth control. So he could just see how absurd these allegations actually were.
Yeah.
So they just go to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is an overall happy ending, though. I
mean,
yeah.
When this was first talked about, I still in the mindset, oh, this is their first child, and they haven't had it yet. But if this is
third child,
if this is 3 children in 10 years, and this is a new friend group, I have absolutely been the husband in this situation where I've just made a bad joke in front of new people and just made an ass of myself.
Yeah.
So, but they talked through it, and I think overall it's a happy ending.
Yeah, it's good.
Mm-hmm. I do worry though that because they had their first child when they were 19 and they're only 25 and they have like a full family, which I do know people in real life that are like that, and they seem happy. But I wonder if, he was 19 and he had his first baby. I don't know when they got married, but he was probably in his early 20s.
3 years ago, yeah,
so I wonder if there was like a portion, like somewhere in his mind where he's like, am I ready to settle down? But I have a child with this woman and I'm happy with her.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm only like 21. So I think maybe they should really talk about where that came from, if it was a joke or not, because...
Well, I forgot that they were that young. I way more frequently did that, made an ass of myself when I was in my early 20s.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm leaning more towards what
25.
Josh said.
Huh?
I said I was leaning more.
Yeah, they've been together 15 to 25.
Yeah.
So presumably like almost their first relationship almost.
Yeah.
I was leaning more towards what Josh said. Maybe it was just like one of those moments where he's drunk, just talking out of his tail, and then when it got confronted, like, are you really thinking like this? And it's like, well,
you double down on the joke.
Yeah. Staying with the bit.
Yeah.
And just committing to the bit instead of just trying to clear it up and be like, nah, I didn't mean like that.
And as a person who's done that, me and Josh are very similar in that, or like say the bit and go on with it. I think I learned is like the better thing to do is make the bit about yourself.
Right.
Instead, like saying like, oh yeah, I switched her birth control. I'm like, I wanted to keep this girl around, so I switched. That's a good thing to do with new friends versus
That's a crazy joke with new friends though. They're like, what the hell is going on with this couple?
I would say that joke.
Yeah, like, early 20s pregnancy joke.
You see this girl?
But she's got
to trap her.
She has to come back with the joke of like, Yeah, I baby trapped him.
Yeah.
Like she has to
Yeah.
feed into it too
Yeah.
for the people to be like, okay, this is just this couple.
Which
but-
also know your partner too, because you know if your partner's what your partner's going to do with it.
Yeah, I was about to say, if they're not that type of...
If they're not a riffer, they're not a riffer. They're not going to riff on that.
Yeah.
Especially with new friends. No, they're not going to riff on that. But sometimes you date a riffer and y'all can riff about anything. It goes crazy. It goes too far, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Josh.
What was he doing?
Nothing.
He was just looking at the
You're
board
going to
like
have
this.
to watch
No,
it.
he was winking at me repeatedly.
Oh.
And I was like, we never dated.
DC?
I don't know.
We hooked up.
I
last-
We hooked up, but
Yeah.
I don't think we dated.
That's great.
Oh, I'm so glad we saw David.
It was so good to see David.
that last one seemed a little seductive. That last one said, "Your body ain't forgiving."
All right, so this next story is, am I the asshole for asking my future in-laws for money? We're at 1%.
Oh, gosh.
I sent it to somebody. Oh, it's dead.
Rest in
No
power.
way.
Yeah, it just
Rest in
died.
power.
That's
Just give it a few
crazy.
minutes.
For money.
Rest in power.
You should have a long charger that feeds into the couch.
But usually, like, my charge is, like, mostly fine.
No, it's not. Someone in the comments said, charge your phone.
Today?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I like it when they say it every single
Yeah.
time. It makes me happy.
I didn't even see what they were. I didn't even see what your charge was at.
All right. We're back at it like we never lost it. Am I the
What happened to
asshole?
your phone?
What happened to my phone?
Yeah.
It died.
Interesting.
Put in the comments if you ever noticed that my phone level is really low and about to die when I'm taking screenshots.
They know.
They know.
Am I the asshole for asking my future in-laws for money? My fiance's parents are loaded. Old money loaded. They can afford what I'm asking, no problem. I make very good money at my job. I'm currently 27 and I earn over $170,000 a year.
Money.
Tim is a teacher. He doesn't work as much, but he has a trust fund, so he works sort of as a public service.
Money,
It's big in his
money.
family. Recently, I had a weird conversation with him and his folks. They think after the wedding, I should quit working and be a stay-at-home mom. I thought they were joking, and I kind of laughed. They were perfectly serious. They think it's emasculating that I earn more than Tim. Over the course of my career, I will earn much more than him, but his trust fund is low 7 figures. He can afford to pay me what I earn yearly, but he can't due to the stipulations of his trust. His mom, on the other hand, has lots of interest built up in her trust, so I offered a solution I thought was fair. They set up an irrevocable trust for me. They must contribute my gross earnings yearly with bumps for anticipated raises and promotions. The deposit would be for the next 35 years. That was, I'm a stay-at-home mom, Tim is the breadwinner, and I'm protected in the case of divorce. They went fucking nuts. Apparently, I'm ridiculous for thinking they will give me money. I offered a compromise. I signed a prenup wherein I'm entitled to half of Tim's trust fund in the case of divorce, or if I give up my career. Also not acceptable to them. I'm kind of at a loss. Do they honestly think I would give up my career with zero safety net? My mom says I'm being kind of rude putting everything in such stark monetary terms. I think I'm being reasonable. What do you think? I think she's being reasonable too.
I knew you would say that, Maddie. I knew you would say that.
Because she's saying, so you want me to quit my job because my husband makes less money than me. That's the only issue that you have is
Right.
that I make more money than him at the end of the year. Okay, well, that's a pretty dumb reason. So if you want me to be a stay-at-home mom and potentially, put my career off, but also risk, the advantages and the money that I'll earn from my career just to be a stay-at-home mom, then you pay me for what I'm missing out on because of this dumb reason for you wanting me to stay home.
Right.
I can do that. And then them not having them just being like, no, just do it. Why would we pay you? Okay, well then I'm going to keep my job that earns more than your son. And I'm going to continue to protect myself because you're obviously not willing to do that for this new daughter-in-law that you're about to have.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's straight up.
Why build your life on. I mean, yes, it's trust fund money, and that can be life changing. But wouldn't you want to progress your family even further? And so the fact that someone is bringing in more money than you're ever going to get from the trust fund, that's also a plus too. He's thinking about it from such a. Is it him that
I think
wants
it's
to do
the
that?
parent.
No, it's the parents.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, yeah. Then me as a son, I'm like, nah.
She could keep that.
She can keep that job because we about to go up. You feel me?
$170K a year. She can keep that.
Well, I think the reason there's any conflict here at all is because they are absolutely. So she mentioned it was like old money. It's very obvious that they're loaded and have old money because they have the privilege of like wanting these traditional values of a single income, but a nuclear family.
Mm-hmm.
That's their their dream, and they can afford to do that. They've probably been able to afford to do that for generations, but she probably doesn't come from all of this money. So, mentality for new money is, hey, we need to take advantage of the time we have, the resources that we're young, we're still a young couple. So we need to build up as much, equity as possible before we really get this family started. So in the event when we do need the money, we'll have it. But yeah, to OP's point, if she gives that up, all the risk is on her.
Right.
And if the marriage falls through, the son's going to be fine. The son's 7 figures fine. She will have lost everything.
Right. So they're asking her to risk everything while they risk nothing.
Right. And I think it's always, we've talked about prenups before, it's unsexy. It's not romantic to talk about that or potentially like, yeah, it's not romantic to talk about the possibility of our relationship ending, but it does need to be talked about. And this is something women have had to face where they get in these situations where they're out of the workforce for 10 years and then the relationship doesn't work out and they have to get back into it. And like, you're screwed. Like it's hard to be hired after that. And she's just saying, well, protect me from that. Mm-hmm. And right now, especially when we're like in love, when you want to protect the person you love.
Yeah.
And so as a person who sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I would get a prenup. Like I still get the benefits of having it because it does protect both people. And for her, like she's just seeing it's very pragmatic. I have this amount of money. Make sure that I still have this regardless of whether we work or not. Hopefully we do work and I ain't got to worry about this at all. But yeah, I especially, I'm okay with it, especially with the shock value of them specifically saying, you make more money than our son. We don't like that. Because it's different than like, you are spending a lot, like to make $170,000, I would imagine that's a lot of hours that got to go into that. Like that's not like a quick 20-hour a week job. You're making you're putting hours into that. So if they had came to be like, hey, you're away from the family, you don't see you enough, even though I still don't think that's a good reason, like that's still better than you make more money than our son, so we don't like that. You coming with something so crazy to me, hey, I'm going to come with an equally outrageous solution.
Your son also has the opportunity and the privilege to not need to work. He's working a job that I would assume he loves working, that he doesn't have to worry about how much they pay him. And it's like, what do you want him to do? Like, he's in a privileged position where he doesn't have to try and go for the most, high paying job in a place that he either loves or place that he's in some place that he's good at. And he's genuinely just dedicating all of his time to trying to be a public servant. And now you want to be like, well, because you make more than that, that's an issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with what you're saying, Josh, of like old money, they want that nuclear family, but honestly, that's really something they need to move past.
Yeah. Was there any information on the husband's perspective?
Not that I know of. It seemed like from
Because this
what
should,
OP's saying, it sounds like it's just the parents.
because I mean, coming as a single child, my at least my mother's pretty involved with my life, and she loves getting input, and I appreciate her for it. But there are, within any family, any mother can be very controlling, and if she's it almost feels disrespectful that they're basically going over his head and saying, hey, this is how they're telling the wife, hey, this is how the family needs to be set up, completely disregarding what he wants.
So I stand corrected. I want to correct this.
Okay.
Recently, I had a weird conversation with him and his folks. So he thinks this
Oh, he was
too.
there.
Oh no.
They think about they think after the wedding I should quit working and be a stay-at-home mom. They are perfectly serious. They think it's emasculating that I earn more than Tim. He is a part of that they.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
That changes everything, actually.
Well,
Yeah.
here's my thing. Is even a relationship that can be solved? Even if they had said yes to this, they're like, you know what? It means that much to us. We'll pay you exactly to stay at home and do this. Is that something that's good enough for her to be like, yeah, I'd be fine with that?
I think the issue that I'm fighting my fiance now too, and it's like a fundamental thing that he's grown up on. So it would have to take him to be the one to make the change my thinking about me not feeling a certain type of way about my wife, because he's probably getting that from his family, but also the world's telling him he's the man, he should be making more money.
Yeah.
But it's like, you need to work on your perspective and how you think about things, because now he's risking losing his wife by even bringing this up. But yeah, I think depending on like if he isn't willing to change his perspective, I think that is a big issue for me. And I wonder if it's a big issue for OP for her to even be like you're saying, maybe not even moving forward with them. Because it's like, now I'm not fighting with your parents, which is a big thing of, if you want, a lot of people would love to have a great relationship with their in-laws. It makes things so much easier.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I'm fighting against you for this, like something that you think is so serious, but I think is such a joke, because what do you mean you want me to quit my job because you have a problem with how much I make? Like,
That's like, I don't know if I could marry into a family that if they completely agree to my terms, you still think that's emasculating for a woman to make more than a man. That with that thinking, that comes with a whole bunch of other things.
Right.
That's more than just that. I don't think you paying me the same amount of money as a stipend is going to erase the other issues with that way of thinking.
because it's you having the issue
Yeah.
and you being so upset that you want me to change something in my life.
Right.
I don't even have an issue with that. So that's where it's like, how many other times are we going to go towards things of like maybe how we raise our kids or how I choose to teach our kids things or whatever about
Yeah.
what I think about, if it's going to be 50-50 or me raising the kids a lot, if I'm expecting more of your help. And it's like that fundamental stuff is like, it's completely different. And I kind of lost my point there. What were you saying, Sam?
What was I saying?
Yeah.
I was saying that
He was concerned about how
Their thought
he
process.
would react to, well, now
Oh.
you originally didn't know you were coming to the family with this mentality.
Right.
And now this is exposed. What else is going to be in the front of your mind?
because kind of similar to the wedding story, we were like this weird tradition that there's connotations behind how you're doing this that could completely play into how you think about the world.
Right.
If you think this, like me making more money than a man is emasculating, what else do you think? And how's that going to play into our relationship?
Yeah.
Now I am concerned. Even if you did give me this money, I'm still concerned about what else you think and how's that going to affect me later in our marriage.
And what else you want me to change because you're uncomfortable about
Exactly.
something that I can do. Like, oh, my wife can do this and I'm like insecure about that. Now you want me to like, I don't know, hide more of myself, of my talents and things that I can do
Right.
or things that I can achieve. You want me to make myself smaller so you can feel bigger.
Right.
And it's even worse too because the family's on his side. So all those things, he's being validated in all those things, and then you're made out to look like the crazy one because you're the only one that's not agreeing. So,
And I don't want to denigrate it too, because I do sometimes feel I see value in traditional relationships, even if it's not for me. So I'm like, I know there's women out there who will be like, I'm okay with that situation. I don't think it's bad for you to want to be in that situation. From what OP's talking about, I'm like, I don't think OP is going to be a person who wants to be in this situation.
Right.
No, because OP already had great solutions
Right.
to be like, if it really is just this one thing, then here are my solutions, really sticking up for herself. And I don't think they would like a woman like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were kind of, before we realized that the husband was included in this conversation and agreeing with the parents, you were kind of making a point of, well, talking prenups and stuff like that, it's very uncomfortable, but this is the time you would want to come and have that conversation. So if you're already not even going to make any headway, like to your point, at the peak of, oh, we're in love, we're going to get married.
Right.
That's just more problems.
Yeah.
It's not a good look to the future. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I have to reveal something to you guys. So the last time I was on the podcast,
You're like, you're white.
we were.
Everyone in the audience was like, "What?"
I thought he was light skinned.
You do your best telenovela to your camera. Telenovela, but
I got revitiligo.
Okay, so you had to tell us something?
Yeah, so the last time I was on the podcast, it was our Thanksgiving excuse me.
Wow, the casseroles.
It was your Thanksgiving episode, and there was quite a heated discussion between us and the comment section about if casseroles are good, if they're just always bad, and blah, blah, blah. And for some reason this year, my mom decided to put together this thing in a crock pot that was like mac and cheese with corn. I didn't think I wasn't really gonna try it, but I noticed that what its title was. So I kept wondering. I was like, okay, maybe I can get these guys to try it and hopefully they like it. But none of you tried them, and it was called the mac and cheese and corn casserole.
Oh my god! It was apparent to me.
Well, the punchline for, I'm sure, a lot of the audience, Sam and I were talking about it, and Sam was like, was there even any seasoning in it? And I was like, Sam, there wasn't even any salt and pepper in it.
No, what killed me is he's like, yeah, there's mac and cheese in there. I looked, that's it. No. And then I remember you asked Sam if he got it, and he said, there's corn in it. I'm not eating that. And I was like, facts. Oh no.
He said, I think I'll grab an extra Rice Krispie.
Like, yeah, that's not for me. Oh yeah, because we were walking around putting food on our thing, and then I don't know if it was
me.
Yeah,
I was like, did you get any?
did you get any? I was like, no, I didn't get that. You know, I didn't get any of that.
So I was like, okay, I won't.
But Maddie was called to it a little bit. She must have.
I was looking at it and I was like, because I was like, did you give it a chance? And you're like, no. And I was like, okay, maybe I should.
Did you
maybe
try
I
it,
did.
Josh?
I didn't try it.
Oh, you didn't try it?
No, I didn't try
Dang,
it.
you can even try it. It's your mom's cooking, man.
When my mom's too excited about something, I'm like,
Oh my god, that was good.
It's like we knew internally it was a casserole.
I was so excited when I saw it too. I was like, oh, I can trick them. It's like then, and then I saw it together. I was like, that's not happening.
And I love your mom, but I'm like, she didn't have to for the corn. Like, she could have just made mac and cheese.
She had it at a party recently, and she was like, this is so good, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, Mom.
Oh my gosh.
Josh, thanks for being on.
Thanks,
So happy to be here, you know?
Yeah.
We're going to go and we're going to go film our Patreon video.
Yeah, thanks again, guys, for having me. I hope, the Comforters, the Ottoman, they go to patreon.com/
I think it's Comfort Level Podcast. The link's in the description.
Links in the
So
description.
check it out.
Merch link.
Check it out. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Just hit the like and subscribe.
Like,
Just for that.
subscribe.